us today. She
Hi.
does custom beauty blends, and she's local, which is totally awesome. And I'm just going to ask her a few questions. We can get to know her and her products, and you'll get a little demo on how it works.
Yep.
So Ashley, tell us a little bit about yourself and custom blending and how you got into it.
Yeah, so I actually have always had kind of a love for colors and beauty. I, did like painting and all that kind of stuff, but I really enjoy makeup and kind of loved the creativity that was involved with custom blending. It's actually through my business, and it kind of really just fell in my lap, and so I'd always kind of wanted to pursue makeup artistry or something in that realm, and this kind of training and then the blending kit gave me that opportunity. So I just really love anything that has to do with creativity, with colors. I also just love like one-to-ones with people, and so this allows me to kind of be able to like pour into women or men if they are interested. And just be able to like provide a customized solution. I always struggled with finding the right shade for anything.
Yeah.
And I felt so overwhelmed going to counters and all that stuff. And it was like, I don't know, I probably spent so much money on cosmetics and skincare and all of that. But one thing I love is that I can just mix up exactly what I want, and exactly what the person needs or wants based on what their idea or their concerns are. So that's literally my favorite thing, and the quality is absolutely amazing. So,
well, that's one of the questions I was going to ask, because that's a lot of people's concern is the ingredients.
Yeah.
So you can't tell us all the ingredients right now, but is it good for our skin?
Actually, what I love about Custom Blend is that it was actually created for burn victims. And so imagine, this isn't just like a little burn, but intense and probably very sensitive skin. And so it was actually created to help them, obviously with the coverage part, but obviously to help it not be irritating too, right? So what I found is that I've been able to blend for the most sensitive skin types, even anybody with like eczema. We could do a powder, a mineral powder. So it's all minerals based. The liquids are all water based, so you don't have to worry about it being oily or clogging your pores. The big word right now with any sort of skincare or cosmetics is non-comedogenic, and so non-comedogenic means it's non-pore clogging. There's also soothing botanicals that I can infuse into the makeup. So the great thing about Custom Blend is not just makeup. I actually include skincare. So I include hydration. I include I have an ultra soothing botanical for people with acne or people with very sensitive skin. So I'm able to incorporate all of that into what would just on the market would mostly just be like you just be paying for the makeup, right? And then I'm going to go on one side of your face and probably match it to something right there. And just blend it out with my sponge. So Camille, your skin is not super light, but it's obvious. Wouldn't say it's like a tan medium, but you're pretty, to me it's kind of looking like you're going to be between my lightest shade and actually that looks really good on you. So because it's so pigmented, I forgot to mention earlier that most foundations on the market are 6 to 8% pigmented. Ours are 11%. So that just means that like you're getting more bang for your buck, really. You're not going to have to use as much. Okay. Also, I'm going to be making it full coverage, so that's obviously a kind of a perk too. So it takes a few seconds to just kind of set, and then I'll grab I've got this little blinding light. Don't look into it, but it gives me the right amount of light I need to really be able to tell the shade. Actually, I find that the light shade is almost like totally disappeared, which means it's pretty close to your color. Cool. And that one, same thing. So I feel like there are parts of your face that are like more tan. So that shade actually fits it really well. And then the parts of your face that are really light, that fits that. So I think what I'll probably do, I'm gonna do about 2/3 of that color and 1/3 of that color. So this stuff is crazy because it's so pigmented that it would cover like tattoos.
Oh wow.
So I don't put a ton into like liquid foundations just because I don't want to make it like too thick, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do for you is I'm just gonna put 1 scoop of this into it. So this is my little recipe sheet. I just put down everything that I'm doing, so the next time it's super easy and I can whip it right up for you. Medium, 1/2 scoop. So now I'm just going to check off here. We liked the beige and the ivory. Yeah. A lot of people think this is like finished when we're here.
Still has a ways to go.
But this is actually like just the beginning, so it's kind of fun because you're gonna see me put some crazy colors in and be like,
oh, wow.
What are you doing? This is where, like, after this part, you're gonna see me put like a rainbow amount of colors into it, so that's really fun.
Yay!
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna mix that up for you. So now we've got our full coverage in there. We've got your base shades, your sunscreen. So that's pretty good. And at this point, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna just take a little bit and try it on Camille's skin to see what other colors we need to add in to kind of customize it to her shade. So I'm gonna do, ooh, that is very yellow. A couple pumps of that. I know, it's crazy. We can actually, after I pump these in, we can kind of zoom in on the camera and they can see how nuts this looks because it looks really crazy.
So there we see the red and the yellow. Looks like ketchup and mustard.
I know. And then I'm just gonna start mixing it and you can kind of see how actually as I'm mixing, it's really blending in nicely and you cannot even really see the yellow red anymore. But it definitely warmed up that color for you because you've got a lot of warm yellow in your skin tone. Right, so I just blended that up and I'm gonna try it out on your other cheek here. And let's see if we need to really do anything else to the color. So I'm gonna blend that out. How does it feel on your skin?
Very light.
Yeah?
Which I like. I don't like things to feel cakey.
Yes.
I can't feel it. So that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, when I first blended for my sister she doesn't really do makeup at all. Now she does. She was like, it just feels like moisturizer. And so that was pretty cool, like just the texture of it. Because even though this is, I would say this is medium to full coverage that I'm doing on you right now, but it doesn't feel like
that's
awesome. A lot of
awesome.
full coverage foundations feel like, oh,
Yeah.
my skin can't breathe, you know, so. Yeah, so Camille said that her skin was dry, so I'm actually going to add hydration into it. All of my products here that I use, I have a detailed ingredient list, so if there's anybody that is extremely sensitive or has, you know, one of my friends goes regularly to see somebody for her skincare, so she had a list of things that she was sensitive to, and we just took time to go through everything and make sure that you know, there wasn't anything in certain products that were going to irritate her skin. So I do have that detailed list if anybody is wondering. So I just added hydration in. I've got 2 different anti-aging skincares that I can put in. One is the firming botanical. So what this does, it just kind of firms up your skin and adds some radiance. Copper peptide multi-mineral complex helps with collagen production. So as we get older, we produce less collagen, and it also helps with hydration. So I usually ask people which one they prefer in their foundation, which is hard because they both are really great.
I'm leaning towards the copper.
I am too, just because of the hydration part of it, that it's collagen producing. If anyone has sensitive skin, I'm usually like, let's not do that. But I think for you, with kind of your skin type and all that, it's going to do the anti-aging plus add just a little bit more hydration in. So that's going to be good. So now that I've added the skincare in, I'm going to just blend that up. And then we've got one last thing to add in. So Camille wanted primer, which we talked about, the function of primer. This is the one that's good for any sort of dry skin, so I'm just going to add a couple pumps of that. I don't want to really put too much because it'll shear out your foundation, and we wanted it to be full.
Okay.
So, but again, we'll try it out. If you're like, hey, I want more coverage, I'll put more coverage in there. So that's pretty much ready.
So that is going into our little bottle here, and that's actually quite a lot
Oh yeah,
that you made. That's going to last a long time.
It lasts a really long time. And then for you, it's like full coverage. So, I mean, you're really not even going to be, once we flip the camera, they can see how full coverage it is because.
So Ashley has given me control here of doing some little touch-ups. She did a really great kind of 101 on applying the makeup, and it's very light. That's something that I'm super excited about because I don't like to look cakey, and my skin can look very cakey if I have a lot of stuff on, but I don't really feel much there.
Yeah, you look pretty radiant.
It does feel like moisturizer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really surprised at the amount of coverage that is there with how light it feels. What I didn't show you guys was all of my little sores because I get acne and I pick at it. And this has covered it really, really well. Super excited about that.
So now we are going to get into the custom blending of powders.
Mm-hmm.
And first I'll let you tell me, is there anything in particular that makes these stand out as different to your standard powders?
Yes. So these are actually micro-pulverized. I'm going to refer to my notes here so I don't mess that up. But that just means it's cut into 1 millionths and then pulverized so that it's actually so fine and smooth. It really feels kind of velvety on your skin.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are like, I don't know if I want a powder. The function of the powder, again, I add skincare into it, but really it's to set the liquid. If you spend 5 minutes or more putting on the liquid and then you don't set it with any powder, it's just going to move throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Might transfer, and it's just going to fade a lot faster. So the powder sets it. It also has a skincare, and also I can customize it to your exact shade. So velvety smooth. It doesn't make you look ashy. It's got micronized titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, which are 2 minerals that help with sun protection without irritating your skin.
And I will add to that, because I did a little research of my own. Some people are concerned about nanoparticles as far as how small they are.
Mm-hmm.
And those are when they're broken down into billionths. Mm-hmm. So yours are millionths, so they're not so small that they're going to, potentially risk getting absorbed into the body.
Yeah. So she wanted to do the sheer mineral powder foundation because she already has a full coverage liquid. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our base, which I am gonna put, I'm actually gonna put half and half of this, so teaspoon. I'm gonna do a teaspoon of my light base. And everything that I do, I'm also going to record just like before. So I'm going to put 1 teaspoon light base. And we're going to do sheer. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of translucent. I can get it open. So translucent is really no color. So I did a teaspoon of that. And this is kind of where the additives go in, the other fun little colors. So let's do, I'm going to do about an 1/8 teaspoon. How glowy do you want to be? Do you want
I like glowy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to put a little bit more. So I'm going to do about 1/4 of the Sunlight Gold, which is super pretty. Kind of like let you see that. It's kind of what I would put into like a lot of my bronzers, even some of my blushes. I'm actually going to start blending this, and you'll kind of see why. So the next thing I'm going to add in after this are going to be the skincare additives, which
I am super excited about. I didn't think that there would be additives to the powder. I'm just thinking, okay, powder, it's just to set your skin. But she has some botanical options too, which is super exciting. What ones did I pick? Do you remember?
Well, we wanted to stick with the anti-aging. So actually, the anti-aging one here in the powder form is the firming one.
Okay.
So you're kind of getting both. You got the copper peptide in your liquid. Now you're going to get the firming one. We talked about you had some scarring that you wanted, coverage for, but also actually this is great because it's going to help lighten your scarring and fade that. So we've got the lightening active powder. And then we wanted to add some hydration again, so we've got the moisturizing powder.
Super exciting.
Yeah, so I kind of just blend that up. I'm going to put that into a corner here. Now I'm going to add in some of our other stuff. Oh, and we also, what I love to put in just because is the HD. A lot of people you'll see like Makeup Forever, all the Bobbi Brown, all the big kind of brands will have like an HD powder. That just means that when you get photographed, you'll look flawless. So why not? Right?
Yeah. So I thought she was pretty much done, but there's more.
Nope, not done.
So she's fine-tuning the color.
Yeah, so
go ahead.
Yeah, no, you can. So what I was going to say was that, remember how with the liquids we had kind of done the colors. Actually, we didn't add the skincare in until later, and then we added in the different toners. That was what customized the shade for you. So we added some red, we added some yellow, and we added a little bit of that brownie color to darken it up a tiny bit. So the great thing about the powders is we do your liquid, and then it's like super easy to do your powder because it's the same exact formula.
Oh, okay.
So, just obviously in powder form. So I'm going to do a little bit of my sunstone. And so just imagine some of these colors too in like a blush or lip cream, like, or an eyeshadow. It gets
Yeah,
really fun to play
I
around with. So that's, yeah.
I know a lot of people
really
who love
fun.
eyeshadow.
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you, the pigmentation on this stuff is like out of this world. I'm like blown away. I just blended up a eyeshadow the other day, and well, I kind of like it also as a blush, but I was just like, wow, you don't need a lot at all. It's a great thing about the minerals. It's so pigmented. All right. That's all of our toners. It's nice fall colors, actually. We'll blend that together. And just like with the liquid, to be honest, once you kind of blend this in, it really disappears into the powder, so it's kind of nice. All right, so we just finished blending up her powder, and Camille was gonna just chat about how it feels.
So it's very light, which is what we were aiming for. And something surprising is I only put it on half of my face. So I'll let you guess which half. No, I'll tell you. I put it on this half, and it didn't seem to take away from the glow, you know, that nice little aspect that makes you look healthy. It doesn't powder it over and dull it out, I guess. So that was pretty exciting. So now I'm just going to put it on the other side too.
Yep,
and
just
you
gonna
can kinda
demo
see
it
that.
for you.
So yeah.
So Ashley, thank you so much for joining us today. Super excited about this. How can somebody sign up for a consultation? What are we going to do?
So actually, Camille and I are pretty excited about November 17th. We're going to have kind of a do-it-yourself blending class. So if you are interested in creating your own liquid foundation or powder or both, we're going to be doing that. You kind of got to see the demo. The only thing is that we're capping the class at 6 people. So I feel like that's going to fill up pretty quickly. If you're interested, you can Instagram message me. Camille will have my information below the video. It's ashley.k.bay. Also, if you would like more of like a one-to-one consultation like what you saw with Camille and I, you can Instagram message me and we can set up a one-to-one consult. And just keep in mind, I can blend pretty much anything. So eyeshadow, blush, foundations, tinted moisturizers, like you name it. So yeah, just shoot me a message and we'll set that up. And don't forget about November 17th. That's going to be the blending class, which we're going to have a lot of fun that day.
Yes, we are, and we'll continue to post about it as it gets closer. So great. Thank you so much, Ashley, again. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.